Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending time with me. You are the bee's knees. I just love this mug so much. Dollar Tree. Anyway, so I hope you all are well. Thank you again for being here. And let's see what's going on with the energetic vibe of the day. All right, so I will say this for anyone who may not have watched any of the videos before. I am a psychic medium, just old-fashioned psychic medium. And worked for decades as a civil servant, and that's how I paid the bills. But I did also work professionally as a psychic and a medium for many, many years. And Reiki master teacher and Akashic record reader and all that good stuff. So put in my time. I don't know why all that's coming up today. Maybe someone is getting ready to make a huge shift in career or transition or something. I don't know. But anyway, so I am an energy reader first and foremost. This channel, you will find that I tend to just start off with a message based on the energy and the current flow. And I always ask to be guided for the message for the collective. So this is a general reading. Please understand that. It is a general reading, and it can't resonate with everyone. And just a heads up, there are a lot of incredibly good readers on YouTube and out in the world in general. There are some, maybe not so much, and only because of the intention. But if someone says that they are 100% accurate and you must follow, or you have to, or, just turn around, and everybody has free choice, free will, you do what you want to do. But you know what? I tend to always tell people, listen to your gut intuition. A lot of you are already practitioners in your own right and have been for a long time. Some of you are just at the beginning of the journey. And for those of you at the beginning of the journey, just remember, it's all about the intention that you set. And it is, try not to make the information fit what your client wants it to fit. Just put it out there. You don't have to understand it. I think that's where we're going with this today, I guess. But anyway, so don't try to alter and make the information fit because your person keeps wanting it to be someone in particular coming through, or they want to hear a certain outcome. It's just not the way it works, Authenticity is important. So that's your little after-school special for today. No, anyway, so let's get to it. What is the current vibe or energetic trend for the collective watching today at this moment? Whatever time of day it is for you. I just heard this for someone. Be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings. This is kind of like yesterday. Be aware of who's around you and who's possibly up to something. And it doesn't have to be, dire or horrible. It could just be something as simple as, they're showing me when people knock on your door, and someone's always knocking on the door for something, trying to sell you something, or great deal on the next internet provider, or whatever. What they're saying is, one, it's your choice whether you answer the door or not. You don't have to answer the door. Two, just be pleasant. No reason to be all, upset about it or anything. Just say, thank you, no. And if they keep pushing, just close the door. Or like I said, don't answer it. But three, again, it's about intention. What intention not only do you have, but what, in your work and everything, but think about try to discern, use your own personal discernment. What are the intentions that other people are throwing at you? That's it. So be aware of your surroundings only in that. Don't let your own, don't, and you do what you want to do. I'm just giving a suggestion. But the suggestion is try not to look through the lens of your own wounds and dysfunction, color or taint how you perceive someone else. Because they might actually have genuine intentions, but your own insecurities are blocking and getting in the way. Or it could be that you're so wounded, you just want to bring everybody in and make everybody happy, and you're a people pleaser, but maybe their intentions are not so forthright and positive for you. So always be aware of that. Trust your gut. And that's the overarching message for every single person today, because this is it's a general reading, but I know I'm contradicting myself. Sorry. So maybe this isn't for you, but I think it's always just a good practice to always trust your gut. Your body is your biggest psychic tool. Well, that took a really long time, but it still doesn't stop each one of you from being the bee's knees. I love that phrase. All right, I was drawn very clearly and distinctly to this deck this morning, the Wyspel Wild Reflections Tarot. And let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get a message for everyone today, or for the biggest majority of the collective, or if even one person resonates, okay, the rest can be entertained. Again, just as a reminder, you do have free will. You are the pilot of your plane. And so that means you have your hands on the steering column, wheel, whatever is in a plane. You decide where you want to go. That's a big message too for someone. You decide where you want to go. And then ask for Spirit to intervene and remove any blockages in front of you. And if it seems like there's nothing but blockages, then maybe you need to reevaluate why you want to get there so badly. Well, hey, Willow. Okay. She was on a mission. All right. So far, this feels really disjointed, but there's still good information that's coming through, so I'm going to roll with it. All right. Spirit guides, guardians, protectorate, Mother, Father, God, all that is right and holy, please come into this space. Help me to understand the messages for the collective. And let's start with this deck. Thank you. What is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the collective today? I need that one and that one. What is the message? Okay. What is the message for the collective today? What is the message for the collective today? The dominant energy. What is the dominant energy that will impact or circumstances that may be faced by the collective, or the collective may... Ooh, we got to look at that one. Like right now. All right. All right. Da, da, da. Oh. Oh. We had this one the other day. The Ten of Wands. And in this deck, I just feel like it's someone inspecting the troops kind of thing. Inspecting the troops, or walking the perimeter, or just kind of very almost rigid. But what I'm also hearing in today's reading, it's a little different in that this is about having pride in your work, and not arrogant pride, but just, so it's a totally different read on this same card. So today the message is not about inspecting the troops and rigidity. Today this message is someone is taking great pride in their crop. They've taken great pride, or they're taking great pride in what they have worked so hard to create. There is still a sense of protectedness and protection coming from this card right now. So let's see how that all plays in. Okay, so let's start at the beginning. All right, so we have, all right, well, this one came out first, I think. Or was it? No, it was the other way around. Okay, I had to remember the first two, which one came out when. All right, so we have 4 cards, and I just heard the 4 seasons. So this, somehow or another, 4 seasons is coming into play in this. Because it was very clear. And that's not usually what I'm going to associate with this. But in a way, all 4 seasons are represented. How funny. Okay, so we've got the Page of Wands, or Lumberjack, and that looks like fall to me, or autumn. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, and that appears to be summer. And then we have the King of Swords. He's on the snowy capped mountaintops, peaks. The word peak, something about the word peak is significant for someone in the collective too right now. Winter. So this is winter. Somebody is reaching a peak. Something is coming to a peak. Someone is climbing up to the pinnacle or peak of a career path or something about a peak. Not like P-E-E-K, P-E-A-K, okay? Should I dig into that more? What's going on with that? It's going to come through? All right, we'll see. And then this one, spring. So we do have all 4 elements here, but they're in a different order. So that was important. I'm hearing follow the cycle and the rhythm of life. No, I'm not going to break into Hakuna Matata. No, something from the Lion King. But follow the rhythm and pattern of life. There is an ebb and flow. There is a rhythm to the cycles of nature, and you are a being of nature. They want you to understand that these cards are not even to be read as a single reading in a spread, but they are to be seen individually as currents or themes per season. And I'm hearing they are out of order for a reason. Okay, today is a whole bunch of unusual messages. This is not usually how things flow. Just like this is not the order that the seasons would normally appear in. There are soon to be, is it 4 choices? Not quite exactly. It's 4 pieces of information that could lead to choices being made that are unexpected choices. In the fall, there's going to be a move. For someone watching, and again, this is a general reading, for someone in the fall or autumn of this year, and that's in the northern hemisphere, so reverse that if you're in the southern hemisphere. So in the autumn, in the northern hemisphere, someone is making a change to their home. They're making a change. They're either moving to a new location or they're making a change within their home and property. And I feel like it could even be more directed at that. There's going to be a change in the residence. There's going to be a change of residence and a change in the residence. So there could be some renovations, or there could be a sense of, it feels like it's sealed and contained, but not in a bad way. Like it feels like, and also I'm hearing that someone is coming home. So if you are waiting for that, I hope that's good news for you. I don't feel like going home to the other side, but someone is coming home. And that's going to be in the autumn. So it's all about home, that hearth and home thing, you know. feelings of completeness for the fall. And again, why are these out of order? Why are the seasons out of order, Spirit? Because one, it depends on where you are and where you live. And two, because there's a caution embedded not to become complacent, be open to the possibilities that change allows. So they're shaking this up and putting this in a different order, even though it's like, it doesn't feel comfortable to put something like the seasons out of order, because there's such a staid, normal, like there is always, you can always count on they're going to fall in this order. And the message is, and they're kind of laughing right now, Spirit is laughing, or the guides are kind of laughing, because they're trying to shake it up, because they want us to learn to be comfortable with being slightly uncomfortable, because the greatest evolution can happen when we allow change into our lives. And that's a big message. The greatest evolution happens when we allow change into our lives. So, okay, so we just went over autumn. The next one is summer. Summer for the northern hemisphere, we are smack in it right now. So reverse this again if you are in the southern hemisphere. Eye-opening awareness and an awakening. So in this part of the world where I live, if you are in the summer right now, it is eye-opening awarenesses and coming to a place of understanding, maybe for the first time in your life, of who you really are and what you really want. And linking back to that very first message about what are your intentions for yourself and what are the intentions directed towards you by the people around you, you are not seeking validation from outside sources any longer. That has been a goal, and it's sort of like this summer, that's it. You've decided. You are no longer seeking validation from anyone outside of yourself. You make your own choices. Winter. This is a very different way to read all of this. It's surprising me too. Winter. Action. Normally winter is always a time to pull back, hibernate, recuperate, rest, be at peace, all of those things. Be in the stillness and the quiet of winter. Not this one. So this winter, winter is going to be about, because the seasons are out of order. I've got to remember I'm not doing these in order. So winter is going to be actually a pretty active time. Winter is going to be a time of action and celebration. And you are going to, if you're having any health issues, please go see a doctor. But in addition to that, I feel like in the winter, whether it's through seeing a doctor and getting the right medication or whatever happens, or changing something in your lifestyle that makes you feel better, in winter, or miraculous healings are real. I've had them. So, and then there's a certain amount of mind over matter too you got to put in place, but not 100%. You know, a miracle is a miracle. But in winter is when there's also going to be, there's going to be a lot of action. It's going to be very dynamic. You're going to be physically very active. There is going to be a lot of, I keep getting celebration, but also your health and wellness physically is going to improve. So that's huge. You're going to feel like doing more because you feel better. So that's going to be winter. Spring. Strangest reading ever, but I like it. And these are good. It's all good stuff. So, spring. On the heels of loss, so for some of you, it's going to be this isn't for everybody, but for a small group of you. On the heels of loss, you find your renewal and strength. And I feel like someone may be possibly losing someone who there was a strained relationship with. It was a very difficult, very strained relationship. And in the ending of that, and it could just be an ending or it could be a death, but it could just be an ending of something, you find a sense of safety and peace you never knew you could have. So that's for a small group of you. All right, that's in the springtime in this hemisphere. Again, reverse it if you live elsewhere. So for the general collective with the springtime, interestingly, it's sort of when things calm down. So that is so interesting that we're going to move from a winter that is highly active and you start feeling better into a spring where it's like you feel like you can exhale, take a breath, and rest for the first time. And not just rest and hibernate like you normally would think of in the winter, which is not going to happen. You're going to be very active but feeling good. The springtime resting and relaxing is in a chaise lounge, feeling still kind of cool breeze, but a warm sun, and the seeds germinating that you've been planting. That's pretty darn good. Interesting read. This has been a very interesting reading. Wow. Reading by the Four Seasons, and I had no idea. I like when Spirit does something new and unusual for us. I'm going to do just one last card pull from the Energy and Spirit Oracle. So pretty. So pretty. And I want to find out what is... Animal totems was right on top. So pay attention to the animals around you. Pay attention to the natural world. What is the message for what is the ending message for today for the collective? Okay. The one that came out, and I wanted to see if there was anything else. It's card 16, completion, reward, achievement. Something you've been working on. Again, this won't be for everyone, but for some of you, something you've been working so hard to see happen. That you've been either training physically, mentally, academically, whatever, emotionally, something you've been preparing for a long time, or just doing your inner work so that you can have the outer life that you want with stability and security within yourself even. You are about to claim achievement. You are walking and running and moving into a victory. Hi, Aggie. You are moving into your victory. It does feel like we are rounding out and closing a cycle. We are rounding out, we are closing a cycle and getting ready to start a new one. And I think that's what I'm hearing and feeling. And I think that's why they gave us the message of the Four Seasons in the way they did. Very interesting. And I like this. I think this was a great reading for everyone who can resonate with any part of it. And you don't have to resonate with all of it. Just remember, if you hear something and you're like, what? And it hits you a different way than the rest of the information, then maybe that was all you needed to hear today from this. All right. I am sending so much love and gratitude to all of you. I I'm so grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I will see you in the morning, hopefully a little earlier than today.